Hello, dear ones, and dear we all are. I hope you are remembering how worthy you are. So, today I want to talk about telepathy, which is something, believe it or not, which is going to become a lot more common in our reality. And in fact, it's actually happening already in our reality, and it has been for a while. So, whether you believe it or not, it's already happening, and it's going to become much more common as we progress, especially as we shift more into the higher fifth dimensional reality. We're currently in a third dimensional reality, which is very much associated with the senses, what you see with your physical eyes. But we are shifting into a higher fifth dimensional reality. We're kind of in a transition phase at the moment through the fourth dimension, and we will be shifting into the higher fifth dimensional reality. And especially when we are fully anchored into the fifth dimensional reality, it's going to be as common as bread and butter. It's going to be much more common as a way that we communicate with each other than it currently is just now. It is already happening in the reality, and I've been picking up on this for a little while lately, and I've really come to this realization lately that we're already communicating telepathically. But the thing is, people don't realize that we're communicating telepathically because they think they are thinking their own thoughts, but they're actually picking up on thoughts from other people around them. So let me give you an example. Say you're talking with someone, and then you walk away, and suddenly you start thinking, maybe it would be better if I didn't do that when I was with that person. But that's what they were thinking, and you were just picking up on their thought. So, say that person was thinking after they were speaking with you, I don't like it when that person does things that way. And then you start thinking, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that when I'm with that person. You don't realize it, but you're actually picking up on the thoughts from that person, but you think it's your own thought. And this is something I've come to realize, and this is something I've come to notice lately. We're already telepathic. We're already picking up a lot from other people, and we don't realize it. Another way that things come to me is if I'm picking up on something psychically from a person, I usually think about the last thing that I spoke with them about, or the last thing I did with that person. That will suddenly come into my mind, and then let's say 2 seconds later I'll get a message from that person or something like that. That's more like psychic abilities, but I have been noticing, we're all picking up on each other, but we don't realise it. And we think we're thinking our own thoughts, but we're actually picking up on thoughts and energies and so much more from other people. And also, humanity's actually been developing a sixth sense for years. For years and years and years, humanity has actually been developing this for years. So, do you ever wonder why, when someone is staring at you from a distance, say there's someone behind you, And you suddenly, you don't even consciously think about it, you automatically turn around and you look to exactly where someone's been staring at you from. Okay, so that is your sixth sense. That is your higher self, your soul self, picking up on the energy from another person. But it's not something you're going to pick up consciously, because the sixth sense, our other senses, are something that's not going to be conscious. It's a sixth sense is something that's always going. It's more subtle. It's not something that's conscious or obvious or palpable, or something you can see or hold for surety. It works within the subtle realms. So we need to try and be more conscious and aware of the subtle things that are going on around us, which often people don't, because they're either too busy and too distracted in their reality, or they do pick up on it but they quickly brush it off. So this is my main message for today. And we are already telepathic. Think about how you're maybe picking up on other people's thoughts without even realising it. And it's going to become much more common as we progress. It's already happening. People just haven't caught on yet. People just haven't realised that we're telepathic already, but it's already happening. And it's going to become much more common, and I think in the future we're going to rely a lot more on telepathy, and we will come together and just, put our heads together or whatever and just communicate telepathically, clearly, precisely. Just pick up, feel telepathically exactly what someone's saying, and we won't be communicating with our words so much. We will become more attuned to the subtle realms. We will become much more attuned to our higher selves and to the higher dimensional frequencies and realities and ways of being. But for the moment, people just don't realise it. It is already happening. People just don't realise it. So that's my message for you today, guys. All the best. Love and light.